Hi guys, and welcome to day 12 of weight loss skills training. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, which is exceptions. So an exception is something on your food protocol that you would not normally eat. So if my food protocol is normally things like protein, vegetables, fruit, and some starch, and no flour or sugar, then an exception would be something like my birthday cake, which is going to include probably both flour and sugar, unless maybe you have a special baker who doesn't use either, which is fabulous. But here's what I want to work on today. So I want you to understand that this program that we're working on here is creating a lifestyle around food that is intentional, and it's for the rest of our life. It's not a diet. It's not a quick weight loss scheme. It is a way of eating and a way of thinking about food that decreases our desire for food and increases our ability to be really intentional about how we eat and what we eat. Okay. So I know that there's going to be times in life where you're presented with things like your birthday cake or maybe grandma's cookies, or my favorite is baklava at Christmas time, or actually even gingerbread cookies at Christmas time. And I think that in order for this to be a lifestyle, we need to be able to include those in our food protocols as exceptions. Okay. So this is a fun exercise because it's a training exercise in our ability to plan, follow through on our plan, and then feel all the things that come up when we follow through on our plan, because there will be things that come up. Okay. So here is how an exception works. We plan it out 24 hours in advance. And it's really important that we do this because we're trying to teach our brain to be intentional. We're not going to allow our brain to make decisions in the moment. It's planned out and it's intentional. Okay. I want you to plan what you're going to eat and how much you're going to eat. And I want you to choose a food that you would normally overeat. So for me, that would probably be, ice cream. I can overeat ice cream like you wouldn't believe. I could almost eat a whole, like, what's the big thing? Quart? Ooh, that's gross. Okay, let's just say pint, okay? Like, really, it goes down pretty easy, right? So choose something that is easy to overeat, something that you love, okay? And then I want you to be, so you've planned it out 24 hours in advance. You've written it down when you're going to eat, how much of you're going to eat. So you're not going to allow yourself to eat the whole quart. You're going to just have 1 cup of it or whatever you choose, okay? You're going to decide ahead of time and you're going to follow through on that. You're going to honor your commitment to yourself. And then you're going to sit down and I want you to look at it, observe it, smell it, take the first bite, think about what you're thinking, how you're feeling. I want you to be really intentional about your thoughts and your emotions around this. Notice everything, okay? So go ahead and eat half of it. I want you to be really observational here. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And then here's the fun part. Be done. Put it away, or even if you dare, throw it away. You only need to eat half of your exception food. You just want the experience. You don't need all of it. What are you feeling about that? You know, a lot of us don't like to waste food. Okay, so don't waste it. Put it in the fridge for the next time. Or if you really want to go all out here, throw it away. I mean, how horrible is that to throw away a piece of half of your birthday cake, right? In the scheme of things, it's not that big a deal. Wouldn't you rather waste it in the garbage can than waste it on your body where you just have to burn it off later? Thought there. I want you to remember that flour and sugar will artificially increase your insulin levels because they really jack up your blood sugar. And this is going to increase your desire. Okay. It also lights up a lot of dopamine in your brain, increasing your desire. This is super normal. It's going to increase a lot more urges around this food for you. Super normal. Really great for you to have that experience to manage those thoughts that come up when that happens. Okay, so I have a couple questions here for you to work through on this worksheet. The first one is to, when you start your planning process 24 hours in advance, I want you to write down what will you eat, what time will you eat it, and how much will you eat. Okay, so you're making your plan, you're being very intentional. And then during this experiment, I want you to describe the food using all of your senses: appearance, smell, touch, and taste. Okay, and then I want you to write down your thoughts. I want you to write down what sensations you're feeling in your body. And I want you to write down any emotions that come up. All right. I've noticed when I don't eat sugar for a while, I get almost like a sugar high, which is kind of a buzzy feeling. kind of it's almost like you can feel the dopamine. It's like a feel good, buzzy, happy. Okay. And then I want you to note, do you feel in control? And it's okay if you're not, because this food is intentionally designed to make you not be in control. And we're going to regain control over this as we go. Totally okay. Can you allow these feelings that come up as you eat without needing to eat more than you had planned? Totally. Again, if you can't, that's okay. This is an experiment. We're working, we're learning. It's okay. I want you to just remember that this sugar and the flour in this food makes your brain want more. This is totally normal. You can allow this, you can experience this. Just breathe and remember that you're in control. Okay? Afterwards, I want you to write down how this experience was for you. Was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Did you feel in control? Was it like scary because you've been avoiding this food for so long? Did it make you angry? Did it make you feel deprived, especially when you tried to throw the food away? How did that go? Would you do this again? And then I want you to answer why or why not. So interestingly, I actually think this is a really important thing to include in our work, because it gives you the chance to experience these things that are going to pop up in daily life. So let's say you go to a party and your favorite cake is there. Wouldn't you rather be able to go to that party knowing you can handle anything, any food that's there, rather than having to white knuckle your whole way through it? I love that I now know that I can tolerate anything. I can tolerate any emotion. I can tolerate any thoughts, and I can sit with a whole plate full of baklava in front of me and not feel deprived if everyone else is eating it and I'm not. Because I've built that confidence in myself. And this is what I want for you. I want you to learn how to live an intentional life. And I want you to learn how to take your power back and know that you are always in control of yourself, of your thoughts and your emotions. All right, let me know if you need any help with this. This is a fun one. Have fun with this exercise. And I'd like you to actually repeat this once a week and no more than once a week. Okay? Take care.